There, this is Diane, the Creative Inkster. Today is Monday, July the 5th, 2021, and this is Mystery Card Monday. It's not going to be a usual Mystery Card Monday because I'm going to be posting this as a recorded video. I'm still going to show you 4 cards. I'm going to show you how to make one of them, and I hope that you'll be inspired by this layout to go ahead and make your own cards. Today's my son's birthday. Well, it's not today, but the celebration is today, and so I want to be available for that, which is why you're getting a recorded one. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to share my screen so that you can see the my hands doing the project. Okay, so for today's Mystery Card Monday, I'm using Sweet as a Peach, the bundle. I want to show you a couple of quick things. One is this is how a stamp set comes, the photopolymer one with die. So there's this cardboard piece that your dies stick to. And once you take them off, it's impossible to find where they should go again. And normally I have a piece of magnetic sheet that I will put in here. I haven't even played with this yet. And then your stamp set comes like this, and there's a piece that I peeled off so that it didn't make a lot of noise on camera. And then I find that when I'm ready to use the stamps, I can just peel them off. And then later, when I'm done, I can put them in place on this backing sheet. So the backing sheet actually has the printed images, and they're backwards so that you'll get them face up to you. When I'm all done and I put all of my pieces down on here, I'm going to use this thicker backing sheet that they came on, which is clear, to put over top. And that helps that when the dies close over, they don't all start sticking to the stamps. Okay, so that's just a quick idea. And while I'm here, I'm going to grab the stamps and the dies which I need for this project. So I'm going to do the peach and its leaf as my focal point. And I was going to use one of the smaller greetings. I think, thanks so much. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday's nice, and I can always use lots of happy birthdays. So we'll tuck that aside for now. Oh, and just to let you know, the stamp set on its own is $24. And if you just love the peach, it is so easy to cut out by hand. But if you're in the market to get the dies as well as a bundle, it's $49.50, which is a great price for our bundles. Okay, so that aside, I'm going to show you what the cards look like, which is unusual. I never show these at the beginning of the Facebook Live for Mystery Card Monday, but here we go. So here's the layout. It is your standard card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4 in the middle, and it's also scored at 2 1/8, and that allows you to do this fold. On the outside, I have a piece of cardstock, which is, I believe, let's see here, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, so that it fits with a nice border around it. And then the inside piece is 3 by 4 1/4, and that's pattern paper. And then on the inside, I have a piece of white that matches this darker color, which was 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I laid it down. I'll show you how I do this so that when the card is closed, you don't see the white. Then I put a thin strip of 1 by 4 1/2 just down here so that I have a little more decoration, and then added a greeting and some decorative stuff on the front. So here's my first card. And then it has the Beauty of Friendship suite with the trees and the lovely paper. Then this is the In Symmetry paper. Same layout, of course. I've added some ribbon, and I'm going to show you that ribbon and how I colored it. This ribbon doesn't come in Night of Navy. It comes in white. And then I have the focal point and the greeting from the same stamp set. And then the pansy petals, the greeting, some matching ribbon. And this time I have the strip on this side. So let's get started on the project I'm showing you tonight. Well, it's today while I'm doing the video. Okay, so here we go. Here's our card base. It is needing some scoring. Scoreboard / cutter, paper trimmer. Score blade is at 4. I'm lining up at 4 1/4 using the light gray score blade, which is the top of my trimmer. Then I'm going to move it to 2 1/8 so that I get that score line as well. Okay, I'm going to fold it over and fold it back. Boom, that's pretty easy. And just do a nice crease. And I've got my pattern paper. And this piece is 3 by 4 1/4. I'm going to mat it onto some Calypso Coral, which is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Some adhesive on there. Now, by not making it 3 by 4, by making it actually 4 1/4 for the pattern paper, I know I use up a little less off my package of paper, but it gives me the exact same border top and bottom, just makes it more symmetrical, and that's what I was going for. Here is my inside piece. It also measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I'm going to put my strip of the pattern paper, and I'm just looking in this case that the peach is the right side up. I'm going to put it on this side. Could also have flipped it over and used the small peaches on the inside. Either or is fine. You just want to find a pattern that's going to be going to go well and give you enough of a pattern going up and down. All right, so let's get this centered on here. Now you could take your grid paper or a ruler and measure top to bottom. I'm just going to do a visual, and I'm putting the adhesive only on 1/2 because I don't want it to close up the entire card. So here we go. And when I open it up, I can see there's no adhesive showing because I only put it down the strips here. Now to place this piece and have it fit nicely, I'm going to actually add the adhesive to it. And then I'm going to line it up with my card like this and close it. I'm lining it up, folding it over, and there. So now it will be hidden. Okay, so now for the focal point, I have my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I'm ready for shortly here. But first off, I need Pear Pizzazz and my Calypso Coral ink, which seems to have disappeared, is over here. There we go. Calypso Coral is the color I'm using for the peach. As close as we have to a peach color. Go. Ink it up. And stamp it down. Now it's not going to come even, it's going to leave some open spots, and that's by design for the shine, though I do feel like I should have had a little bit more ink on that. So let's give it another, because it's photopolymer, I can have an attempt at going back down over top there. And then I have my leaf, which I will take this one off, have my leaf in green. And I'm going to stamp it here. And then I'm going to take my greeting. I'm going to cut it out by hand. I could use a die that I could put it on, or a punched shape, but I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is put it in the corner so that I only have two sides that I need to cut, along here and up there. Okay, so enough of the inks. We're done with our stamping. And we're going to run this through the emboss machine. First off, though, I think I'll cut my greeting out. So because I did it on a corner, I can cut down the edge here. If you want to use your paper trimmer, you go ahead. Go. And then I'm going to stick this in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Just lining it up. I'm going to put my two dies on at once. Sometimes you want them to go through one at a time because it can shift. You'll notice that they're much lighter, the inks, now that they've dried. The ink goes on really dark in our newer pads and then lightens up. Okay. Grip on it there, here we go. There's my peach and there's my leaf. We're done die cutting. We're done with the scrap. All righty, I said I would show you what to do with your ribbon. So here is the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. I don't even have the white on a roll anymore. I had it cut for a class, which I cut way too much and didn't need. So I want to add a strip onto this. And I think what I'm just going to do is cut it on an angle and put it behind my greeting or my peach. I'm not sure. I'm just going to color it up. So what I'm doing to color it is I'm taking my Calypso Coral Dark Stampin' Blend, and I'm going to take the brush end, the thicker end, and I'm going to run this along here. This is how you color white ribbon to whatever color you like. So if you've not invested in your Stampin' Blends yet, they come in a 2-pack, a light and a dark, for $12. But if you're just new to that, pick the colors you like and that you're going to use the most. Get started with those. And you will find on this ribbon, it goes right through, except on the trim. So you might want to give the trim on the back a little bit more coloring. And I'm doing this on top of some scratch paper. I tried doing this on my silicone mat, but what happened was it stained my silicone mat. So just a tip that you don't want to do that. So I'm going to cut this on an angle on both ends. And there's my piece. But look at how beautiful that is. It actually matches. So let's put our peach together. I could use a little liquid glue, or I could use my Stampin' Seal or a glue dot, lots of choices. Put that on there. And I'm just kind of fiddling now to see where I want my greeting, or what do I want to do with this piece of ribbon that I've cut and colored. I want to layer it. So I think I'm going to use my glue dots and glue it down. Glue dots, because it's kind of curled from being in the package. That happens. So I'm going to put a couple of glue dots on it. And I'm just going to stick it aside like this. There we go. And then my greeting can go under there, and my peach like that. There we go. I think we'll pop this stuff up though, definitely. Get some dimensionals for that. So I went a little bit out of the box, in a sense, decorating for this particular card in the series, but I wanted to show you a couple of interesting things that you can do, like coloring your ribbon, and how the stamp set comes with a die with it, and how you want to put your stamps on and use that backing paper. Okay, so here is my peach, and then I'm just going to add a couple of rhinestones for some decoration, and I've been using up these packages that the dies come in now, and putting my jewels in that, just with my label maker, making a label, and then they fit in this little holder that I use way better. Okay, so we'll add a couple of these pretty usual rhinestones just to bling it up a little. I don't think I need it on the peach. I always go with some kind of a triangular motion somehow, so that it kind of catches the light in different ways. All right, so then I'm done with this. And that is my 4th card. I'll bring them back in real quick so you can see them. I hope that you like this layout. I found it really cute and easy and works with a lot of the different papers and such that I have. And I hope you give it a try. I will post my pictures and allow you to go ahead and post yours there too. And we'll draw for a prize for among those who participate. Thanks for watching. I'll be back live on the 12th. Bye for now.